Now, Italy's new populist government is just one step away from being fully in power.
Favorevoli 171.
Between the far-right League and the anti-establishment Five Star Movement won its first confidence vote in the Senate on Tuesday. All it needs now is a green light from the lower house, where it holds a larger majority. The vote is scheduled for later today. And before the vote, Giuseppe Conte gave his first speech as Prime Minister. Our journalist Alistair Sanford joins me now to give us the highlights. Alistair, what did he have to say in this?
Well, Tessa, to some extent, Giuseppe Conte ticked all the boxes for the supporters of the Five Star and the League. He said that we're proud to be populist if that means listening to people's needs. There was an attack on the EU's immigration policy. He said they wanted to be softer on Russia. He said they'd look to boost the economy through growth and not through austerity. If there was a surprise, is that there was, well, for a start, nothing on pension reform or lowering the retirement age. And above all, in a 70-minute speech, there was no mention of this controversial question of Euro membership. You know, will they or won't they look to stay in the Euro? The only reference to that came at the end of the parliamentary debate, not the speech. And then Conte repeated the coalition's assurance over the last few days that there's no question of leaving the single currency. He said, we have to reiterate it, leaving the Euro has never been considered, and it's not being considered.
Having said that, though, is he still on a collision course with the EU? I mean, that seems to be moving back a bit.
We can certainly expect clashes, even if not a headlong collision, perhaps. There were some soothing noises about Europe being our home, talking about negotiations. Incidentally, Jean-Claude Juncker and the Eurogroup president got in a preemptive strike, saying stop treating the euro as an experiment. Yes, there are concerns over the coalition government's high spending plans. There are some signs they don't want to bring everything in at once, so that may reassure investors. There's an interesting question, though. It's not just a case of Italy against the EU, but how united will the coalition be within itself? Because some of their demands, frankly, contradict each other. Where will they be united on things like nationalism and certainly on challenging the EU's budget rules? To what extent remains to be seen.
Again, something to watch. Thank you, Alistair Sanford, for that.